Hi, welcome everybody back to Desert Garage. And today we're going to get started on the New Yorker. The Falcon found itself a new home, and I'm not ready to work on the wagon just yet. And the New Yorker, we need to get ready for the Poverty Tour in June. So I need to get at least sanded down and primer on it, and then we got to start working on the motor and get it ready and get a transmission for it. So let's start digging in. I'm going to put you on time lapse so I can run some music. And because, sanding's, well, boring. All right. I had to consult online for a few things, but they say you don't have to take off like all the surface rust off of this, off of a bare surface. Just gotta knock down the powdery stuff and the rough edges. So that's what we're doing, because we don't got no fancy DA or anything like that. We're using like 60 grit. Yeah, 60 grit sandpaper is pretty coarse to knock it down, and then we'll smooth it back out a little bit. But I mean, this is not getting no fancy paint job by no means. I mean, we're just trying to make it look better, and nothing wrong with that, I got to do what I can with what I got. So it's going to have a little residue on it, but, some of it's down. These areas that I want to do filler, where the old vinyl top was, I want to fill that in. Now, the only thing I don't know is I may do like a roll-on bed liner top if I can get it in a white, because I want to do the whole car in white for now. That's just a base coat. I can't talk. And then I eventually want to paint the whole car green, back the way it was. Well, or maybe a little different. It depends how good a paint I can make up with tractor paint, because yes, I am using tractor paint on it. So we'll see. We at least need to get this thing in primer. Dang bird's been crapping all over this thing because, well, I don't got much roof up there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but some of my roof blew off. So I got to get it back up there, and I got to fix that again. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you guys. Ain't one thing, it's another, that's for sure. So we're going to continue on with the time lapse and take and sand this down just a little bit more on that side of the car, on the passenger side, and just knock down the rough powder and get the powdery stuff off. I say it's not getting $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 paint job. All right, now I know what you guys are thinking. I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, really kind of getting on me. And yes, I'm using a Harbor Freight sander, orbital sander. And yes, I know it's not the right kind of sandpaper either. But you know what? It's what I got. I don't have anything else. So we use with what we got. unless when y'all want to send me the proper sander, I'll gladly accept it. But, you know, this car ain't going to be perfect. I saw a spot right back here out of frame that is a little boogered up on the trunk lid. Yeah, a little bit of rust was starting to happen in one spot. Am I going to worry about it? No. Is this car going to be perfect? Nope. So, but it's going to be sexy enough for the girls I date. This car don't got no clear coat left on it. So we don't need to get perfect on the color. I figured y'all been on time lapse long enough. I give you some live action. Oh shit. Come here, Cord. I do got an air compressor. I don't got an airline for it yet, but I got an air compressor. Let it go. Don't worry about that sound, it's alright. Big old sexy door over here. You know, I think a few people got a little mad at me though the other day when I posted a little short that I tore apart that motor on that there Chevy Chevette, the garbage vet. Well, there was no way getting around that. That motor was trashed. Unfortunately, we got all kinds of poopy dookie all over this side, but it's not on the door. It's only on the window, and it was on the top. Some poopy dookie. Oh, and on the door handle. Oh, God, that's a big old poopy dookie. Get out of here. Damn birds. Y'all better quit pooping on my car now. She's sexy. Everything must get done on a budget. What the rest of it is, 'cause I have no idea. That thing, the pinstriping on the star back in '73. That's pretty cool. I said, there ain't no clear coat to have to worry about it. And God darn it, car, girl, give me my cord back. Damn, girl. She keeps stealing my cordage. Holy snapper. You're gonna be sexy. Whoop. With stuffed up trim and everything. The sander gets a little wild at times there. It's gonna get buck wild. Yes, sir, boy. Look at this. Look how sexy she is. Oh, yeah. She don't sound sexy, but she is. Big old body lines, yeah. I still gotta come over with a little different sandpaper, but because there ain't really much clear coat left on this car, so I don't have to. I can just scuff the paint up a little bit, and yeah, we gotta go. I don't know if you can see, below the rear window. We gotta do that by hand. Not looking forward to that one, but we got to. But yeah, she's coming out. She's coming out real good. So I got to go inside. I got to make dinner because my belly, she be rumbling and a tumbling. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And we're back. Doing some more work on the New Yorker. We've been working on this thing for a month, putting this video together. But it's okay. Taking our time with it. I've had other things to do too. Now, we got some different kind of primer. And I know you guys are going to be like, you can't do prep work like that, this and that. You know what? I use what I got and what I have the money for. So if anyone wants to complain, they can complain all they want. Oh, I still got to sand that down a little bit. Oh, we're going to test what I got on the back end here and see how it looks. First, we got to go through. I got to make a solution so we can wipe it down. I have tack cloths and stuff. We're going to get it all wiped down. The primer I got, you might be able to see it right over there. It's white primer. It's got a little shine to it though, and I don't like that. But I'm painting the car white. Oh, excuse me. Painting the car white anyway. It says it's for metal. It's not automotive grade primer, but neither is the stuff on the hood and the top part of the fenders. So that ain't, automotive grade. That's why we're just going to test it in one spot. We're not going to go, hog wild or anything like that. We're just not going to do that. We kind of just want to see how it'll work. I mean, the New Yorker is going to kind of be a guinea pig, I guess you could say. If it don't work out very good, we can sand it back down. No problem. Sand it down and we'll just go get a couple of quarts of primer. I've got a gun and we can shoot it that way. All right, so we got back part of the car all masked off. That's taking like an hour and a half to do just for the back bumper and that gigantic rear window. But well, this is what we're using. And like I said, yeah, y'all can yell. Because I know you said guys are going to say, can't primer a car with turbo paint. But this is safe for all surfaces, including metal. So we're going to try it. I never used a turbo can before. And we're just going to try it on this back section for right now. See what it looks like. And then if it looks okay, then we will go get some more. Well, we got one more can, but we'll get a couple more cans. And if it don't look okay, we'll sand it down and start all over. So I'm going to put you all on a time lapse. Woo! Damn, guys. I had to put this respirator on. The hairs on my arms are starting to tingle. I was starting to see colors, and damn. Yeah, it's a pretty smelly stuff. I've put probably 4 coats on this damn thing so far. Holy shit, I don't know if I'm just probably not doing it right. Like I said, this is just a primer anyway. Doesn't have to be perfect. And it's not as shiny as I thought it would be. Oh, I even got white blotches on my glasses. A little bit. Old turbo cans are no joke. I mean, you can feel it coming out of there going, I mean, wow. And then, yeah, I did 1 coat. And of course, it kind of soaked in a little bit. So it's got like 3 on there, like I said. But man, I could literally feel the hair standing up on my arm right in there. And there's all kinds of ventilation in there. It's not like there's no ventilation, you know. You got the hole in the roof over there. You got a hole in the roof over here. In between the door and the roof, you got a big giant hole going across. This door is open. Ooh, but yeah, that stuff is like, seriously, guys, that stuff is no joke at all. We're going to let that dry and see how it looks. There ain't that much of a shine like they said there would be. Like I said, it's just a primer. And I did a little research on it. And yes, they don't say use it for automotive needs. But, you know, I've primered vehicles before with gray primer in a regular can. You know, not automotive. Sure, I could have got automotive primer in a turbo can even. But those cans are like $25 a piece. And I wouldn't have had it here before next week. So, I want to get something done on this car. You know what I mean, guys? All right, and we're back on a new day. Well, it's been many new days. We're still on the New Yorker. I had to take a little chill break from everything. Because as I mentioned to y'all before about that whole testing thing. Oh, shit. So, you know, I was damn sure busy with that. You know, I passed one test and I failed one. So I got to go back. Well, this is the 12th. So I got to go back next week and retake the test. Only one, no. And then the wind's been kind of kicking my ass here. And, well, bad things have been happening to the shop here. Let me show you. See that? Yeah, I fixed that hole twice already. And it's back to being a hole again. And now that's starting to blow away more and more and more. Yeah. All that. Oh, well, it sat back down, so we have no more hole. The wind blew it back down. Yep, no more hole. Sorry, y'all getting dizzy. You're like, God damn, dude. So, what we're going to do today is we're trying to get this damn New Yorker, like, done. There we go. Or, well, done enough. I got a few little surprises for the roof that we're going to do in this video, too. And there goes that piece of tin again. God dang it. I ain't getting up on that roof with this wind. This wind's horrible today. Nasty wind today. But now we got a small part of that roof fixed. I took a rim up there and threw it on up there. Now, other thing, it sucks. These turbo cans, they're really hard to shake. To get that marble really going, and you gotta use a respirator. There ain't no joke about that. You have to. So, la la la, shake it up. They say if you sing while you do it and dance, it goes by a lot faster. Shake it up, sweet home New Mexico. Whew, God dang, that one wore me out. Well, let me get this respirator on. Now, trying to wear a respirator and put your glasses on is a little bit of a challenge. I have to have the strap my glasses fall off. I have to have the glasses on or I can't see a damn thing. So, I'm going to put you on time lapse and we're going to get this side shot. Well, let's make sure real quick. Because this damn tape I bought from Harbor Freight was, well, garbage. I since bought some better tapey, blue tape, painter's tape. I bought a lot better painter's tape. I mean, I went to Home Depot and paid $5 a roll. So, let me go ahead and put y'all on time lapse real quick. Yeah, so, not trying to copy what he has done, but, you know, it is cheap, and, or a cheaper way than, you put vinyl back on a car over here in New Mexico, it does not work good at all. Trust me, this sun just, if any of y'all been in New Mexico, I know one of my subscribers is from here, you already know it's not going to last. I'm looking at the interior on this car, looks so good. So we're doing bed liner. I scuffed it up about as much as I could off camera. I really did. And of course, we were down to bare metal, so whoops. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick y'all. But we're doing something a little different. And I know you guys are you guys are going to be hollering at me. I already know. But we got this spray Herculiner, and yes, I'm putting up my other hand on purpose. Herculiner, and this is for, you know, touch-ups, cut-ins, trim, whatnot. Well, you know, remember we have these lines right here. I just want to see if we use this stuff in these lines. Will it kind of not really make them go away, but not make it look so inconspicuous? You know, where they say, oh my God, this thing had a vinyl top on it at one time. If it doesn't work, we'll do something different. If none of this works, guess what? We can send it all back off. Ain't no big deal. Just more time. And I got to get back on pulling a motor out of another car for this girl. Now, you know, if y'all seen, I've been using Turbo Can on this whole white primer. Yeah. And it's not looking too bad. It's really not. I can't wait till I can actually unmask most of this car just to get a glimpse of what it is going to look like. But I don't think it's going to look too bad. And it's going to get paint on it eventually. And god dang it, there's dirt on it. Oh well. But when I was at Advanced Auto, they said, hey, we got bed liner in a can and not this stuff. I'm like, oh really? They said, yeah, it's a Turbo Can bed liner. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, guess what? I've been using a lot of turbo. I've been using turbo cans on my whole car. They're like, really? Yeah, of course, one of the girls in the Advanced Auto, she knows me now. I've been in there enough times, and she's like, kind of giving me that weird look, like, I don't think it's going to work type look. She goes, and then she's like, well, it's your car, you know. I said, oh, trust me, it'll look good. I hope. So, we're going to take I'm going to be putting y'all on no, we're going to do this live. Now, this stupid mask has been kind of kicking me in the ass because this respirator mask keeps coming undone on me and I have adjustment. And the first thing they say is, hey, dummy, put on a respirator unless you want to see colors again. I don't want to see colors. I done did that when I first started this on this car. So we want to shake it up. Actually, we got to use this on these smaller areas anyway. We're not going to do the whole thing. I just want to see what it's going to come out looking like. And then we'll go different. If we have to, we'll go buy the can. And just, you know, the can you can roll it on. It comes out with that texture. It kind of looks neat. But I want to use these two different items here. And see what we can, see what we can come out with. We've already wiped all this down with alcohol and water, like we did with the sides. How violent does this come out? Not that violent. Okay, I think I got everything covered. I know everybody's probably like, man, your car's a guinea pig. It kind of is. But it's okay. Y'all see it a little better? Yeah. I mean, it don't look too terribly bad. Not great, but just got to do a little extra touch-up right here. Anything's got to be better than what it looked like originally. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. But it does look like it's going to have a texture on it. Let me turn on this light. Can y'all see that a little better? I hope so. We got to let it dry for a little bit. I want to see if it's going to tiger stripe like paint does. Because sometimes paint will tiger stripe. You really got to overlap it. And I haven't taught my brain that yet. My brain's kind of burnt, I think, from all the illegal stuff I used to do back in the day. No, I didn't do no illegal stuff. So, damn, I got more pieces trying to fly off. This wind's been horrible, guys, all day long. I mean, it's been horrible. And then we'll get a nice calm day. And of course, that nice calm day is when I am at work. Go figure. Oh shit, I gotta have my glasses on, dummy. The Herculiner stuff doesn't smell too bad. It's not really too potent. It actually smells kind of good. Is that kind of weird? I don't know. Don't worry. I'm gonna sit here and go be huffing this shit. Let me go I'm gonna give me a cigarette. I'm gonna give me a drink, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Excuse me. Damn. Hit the recording and start coughing. So, we are, we're gonna take this is already? I don't think so. I have very big brain farts. But, we're also going to redo the video on the Ambassador wagon. I don't like the way that video turned out. I normally don't watch my own videos. I never have. I gotta watch it during editing, and that's about it. But that was not my greatest video either. And y'all can agree with me. Don't hesitate to agree. I know that video sucked. You know, it was supposed to be like just reveal plans for that wagon. And the more I watched it, the more I'm like, oh my God, that video sucks. So here pretty soon, I don't know if it's going to be before this video comes out, probably before this one comes out. We're going to go through, and we've got another radiator out of the AMC Concorde and a few other things. We need to put in a charging system in the Concorde. Thinking about the wrong damn car. In the wagon, the Ambassador. And then I'm going to give you all a proper tour of that car. We're going to take it for a nice old drive because honestly, I haven't driven that car. Well, I have, but from where it was parked at, where my truck is now on the back row, to the lean-to right here. That's as far as I've ever driven that car. So when I got that car from Pole Barn, he delivered it to me, you know, and it just sat back there. I go out there, start it up every once in a while. That car runs good. It runs really good. I ain't taking that motor out of that car. I thought about putting it. You know, I was talking to a guy. He said it's pretty easy to put a Chevy V8 in one of those. I don't want to do that, you know. I mean, that engine just runs so good. You know, I'm actually kind of chill until I get to know people. And then I get a lot louder to where people tell me to shut up. But, no, I don't, you know, and I'm not the type, I don't throw on honestly, I really do not throw on this fake ass stuff for you. I mean, the way you guys see the way I am, I mean, that's just, seriously, that's the way I am, you know. And once I get you know, get to know people, oh, I'm a blast to have around. But I'm very friendly, you know, and everything else. I mean, I'm a very friendly guy. You know, I didn't have a lot of, as I said in the last clip, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. You know, I wasn't socialized really a whole lot, unfortunately. Okay, well, we got some more masked up. I'm not doing this whole roof on camera because you guys are going to lose interest. I already know that. So let me straighten you all out just a little bit more. So we're going to do a little bit. That way you all can see. And then we'll go from there. And like I said, this body work is not going to be completely done on this car yet. You're forgetting, we still got 2 rust holes. 1 rust hole in that fender, 1 rust hole in that front fender over there. And yes, so we cannot, I don't want to fix it all at one time because like I said, I want to be able to get that motor in this thing. Because, I mean, June is coming up really, really fast. And it's just me doing this stuff and ain't nobody else. I mean, like, it's literally just me. I don't got no help. That's why it's taking me forever to get everything loose on that other car. And I know everybody's probably wondering, what other car are you speaking of? Well, I know I'm going to get a little flack over it, but I'm pulling the motor out of the Imperial, the motor and transmission. I've already planned on doing that to begin with. I love the car. I love the styling of it, but I've been through that all underneath that car, everywhere on that car, and it's gonna take more work to get going than this will. Plus, I have a little more of a connection with this car. I've had this car for a year now, and I fell in love with this thing the first time I seen it. So, that's why I am choosing to do that to that car. Now, I didn't say I was getting rid of the body. Everything's going to be pulled out very tastefully on that car. I'm not going to hack everything up. I may have to cut the damn transmission lines that go in the radiator, though. I've been soaking those suckers for 4 days. The nuts that go in the radiator for the transmission lines, and then they're trying to spin in those. That nut is trying to spin the whole line. I may end up having to cut those ones. But all in all, our goal is to kind of keep her around. I can find another 440 later on, or hell, you never know. Maybe someone will, need a parts, or maybe I'll just give it to someone, if they want to take it to a whole new level. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just give it to somebody, if they're going to fix it up. Because, it is a nice car. For the year, I think it's a nice car. It's just, she's got rust issues. There ain't no doubt about it. You guys saw the fenders. Well, not much of it underneath the car doesn't look much better. But there is dirt packed in places on that car. Oh my gosh. From it sitting on the ground. And like I said, that was my original thought, was to pull the motor out. Because that motor's only got 80,000 miles on it. So yeah, that was my original thought. Was to pull the engine out of the Imperial. I was hoping I could really put it back on the road a little faster. Oh man, the spray from that stuff got on my primer. Oh well. But yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping on, and it didn't work. Which is okay. Like I said, if need be, we can take and redo it, we can put it back on the road later. Ain't no big deal. But this car, I know what some of y'all are probably sitting here thinking, well, that car is your pride and joy. Why is it being a guinea pig? Well, you can always fix it. Woo. You can always fix it later and make it better. Now, the only thing I don't know is, does the turbo can, oh my God, I can feel the hair standing up on my arms. Does the turbo can have a textured look like this stuff does? That's something I don't know. Whew. All right, it's time to go outside now. I see colors. I'm coming. Oh my gosh. That's a little more potent than I thought it was. Boy, is it more potent. Woo. We're going to have to let all that dry for a little bit. And come back to it once again on another day. Yeah. All right, we'll come back to it on one more day. Well, today's the day we unmask the New Yorker. I've got the roof done. Doesn't look perfect, but it's done. The primer is done. Now remember, I did not do the front half of this car for a reason until I get the motor and transmission in it. Made a few mistakes, as far as covering goes. But I'll put you on time lapse we'll get it unmasked, and hopefully I don't run out of battery. And then you can join me at the front of the car, and I'll show you what we used. All right. We've got most of it unmasked except the back window. I've realized I've made mistakes, and you'll see a couple of them. Otherwise, it don't look too bad. So, here she is. Now, I know the damn residue from that stuff on the roof came down this far, and I should have taken it. It'll wipe off. I already started wiping it off over here. I should have covered it up a lot better than what I did, or I should have done the roof first. I'm going to have to touch up the roof, though. But, and I had a spot right here. When I peeled the tape off, guess what happened? It peeled the paint off, too. But I put it on too soon. Within a couple hours, I was masking off the side to do the roof, and I should have just done the roof first. But yeah, there's stuff right in here we're gonna have to touch up and stuff. Still a little tacky, damn. But, and then I forgot this. Yeah, here and here. I forgot that was there. But I mean, the roof ain't perfect. The car ain't. See if I can give Joe a little better of a shot here. I mean, it looks pretty good though. If you don't look at it really, really close, but it is one thing. It is just primer. You know, I don't think it looks too terribly bad. I got some cleanup to do on some of the trim because I used that stupid Harbor Freight painter's tape, and it came off in a few spots. But and then I didn't mask there or there. But I mean, this is really my first time doing this, so I've done it on my own. But I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I think if I take some wet water wet water, a wet rag, and wipe off all the residue that came out of the air, I think all that will come off. And then, like I said, I've got some touch-up work to do, you know, right in here and stuff like that. Is it perfect? As I told you all before, it was not going to be a perfect car. It's better than rust. You know, it's better than surface rust. I think it turned out all right. Now, should we have used automotive grade primer? Most definitely. Instead, we used, well, this. God dang it. Yeah. It was kind of being a guinea pig. I love this car. Don't get me wrong. I love this car. But it was kind of being a guinea pig. So we used the Bullseye Turbo Can white primer. We used 2 full cans and then a quarter of another can to do just the sides. As you can see, yes, this is still gray primer / green. But like I said, once we get the motor and transmission in this thing, then we will finish all this up. I think that white primer will be okay. Like I said, when I peeled the tape off in one spot, it took some of the paint with it. And I think the only reason why I did that, because I didn't really let it sit and cure up. Even though it was a primer, it felt dry, but maybe it wasn't dry enough. Because that was the only spot it did it on. Otherwise, I mean, it didn't mess it up at all. I mean, we just got a little bit of trim that we got to clean up. Like I said, it's not perfect. Never claimed that I knew what the hell I was doing. For the roof, we used this. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me kind of move you guys a little bit. That better? Yeah. Bed liner in a turbo can. And I have another little can around here that I originally bought first. It was actually Herculiner in the spray can. I was going to get the container and roll it on or brush it on, which I probably should have done that. I'd have made less mess. And we may end up doing that. Give a nice little touch up on it. Sorry about my phone. Give a nice little touch up on it. And then there was a few spots on the side where I thought I had the tape down low enough, and it turned out I didn't. So the tape was up just a little bit higher than the trim. And so you can see a little green. But now, if that would have been paint, I would have been a little pissed off at myself. But I don't have a lot of room to work in between this damn car, between that monstrosity sitting over there, if you can see it, and this big old safe. I don't got a lot of room to work, so that kind of messed me up too a little bit. I'm happy with it. Once we get all this done, I may get some automotive primer. I should have done that to begin with. They got it in a turbo can. Yeah. There's a few things I should have done a little different. But this is how you learn. You make mistakes and you learn from those mistakes. And that's what I've done. I've made mistakes and I'm learning from them. Like I said, this is all done. I've done it all by myself, you know. I got to clean the windows and all that other crap. And like I said, trim. I'll wait till I got motor in it and it's sitting outside running. Then I'll go through, kind of clean everything up, polish everything. Like I said, get this done. Okay. I'm rambling. So, how much money do we got in this setup? Well, these cans were $20 a piece, and we used 2 full ones. Now, of course, I'm rounding it off. So here's $40. I mean, we got a half another one of these over there. So technically $60. Well, I only use half. So that would be 40. That would be $50. I only use half a can on what you all seen. And this son of a gun was $30 freaking dollars. Then that other 20 ounce can, I think it's a 20 ounce can. I don't know what I did with it, but it's like, it was half the size of this, like here, this big, maybe. That one was $20. So, I mean, we're into it for less than $200. You know, I was like, well, if it don't work, it ain't no big deal. Yeah. I thought it'd work. I thought things would work out a little bit better than what they did, but you know what? It's okay. We got it. Some of the good tape that I use, we're going to have to take and get off with a razor blade because it won't come off the damn couple of the door handles. But that's okay. Next video we're going to do is we're going to be pulling out the 440 out of the other car, then the transmission. We need to get water pump, starter, alternator, thermostat, belts, hoses. I'm going to do everything while it's outside the car because this is going to be a daily driver. So once we get all that, then we can get that motor in this car. I've already started pulling it. I got a little bit more left to disconnect, but you know, I ain't going to tell you how much more because it's quite a bit. But yeah, it's not the perfect car. I mean, we got to try to clean up these front bumpers somehow. They're really nasty. But, you know, it's going to look a little odd with a semi-nice paint job and dirty chrome, but we'll figure it out. We'll see if we can get it cleaned up. I mean, it's taken me a month and a half to do this much. You know, hour each day is all I've been spending. You know, and maybe 2 hours on a Sunday. So that leads me to say, you know this one thing, no message. Get off your butt, get off the couch, get off the recliner, get out there and work on your ride. You know, even if it's only an hour, you don't realize how much work you can do on your classic in an hour. You can do a lot, really. Um, Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Um, I've had a couple of subscribers say they came from Pole Barn Garage, and he told them to come check out my channel. So, Dalton, if you're watching, I appreciate that, man. More than you know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of it so far. You know, do you like the way it looks? Did I screw up by using what I showed y'all what I used? Or what? I want to hear y'all's input. I'll try to drop my email down in the description. I always forget. I got 3 videos to edit, including this one. This one's going to take a lot of editing, too. So, enough rambling. I'm out of here. You guys have a great day. We'll see you guys on the next one.